So good morning to all. Welcome you all to class 11th economics session. Before starting the class, we all will be doing Gayatri Mantra first. So in every period, you would be doing one exercise or one chanting. Because this is the first period, I think we should start the day by taking the name of God. So we are starting with the Gayatri Mantra first. So all of you, please take the position of Gyan Mudra and be ready for the Gayatri Mantra. And please chant along with the music. So, welcome everybody to class 11th economics. So, after your vacations, we are starting our class once again. So, first of all, congratulations that you don't have to give your Hindi and English paper of class 10th. And without giving your final CBSE paper of class 11th, of class 10th of Hindi and English, your previous marks would be counted for the boards, right? And the procedure is being already sent to you in the form of circular by the school, which was given by the CBSE, right? So till now we have covered 4 chapters in your economics, right? In microeconomics, if I say, we have covered unit 2 chapters. That was chapter number 1, theory of demand, and chapter number 2, elasticity of demand, right? But if I talk about the statistics in economics, in that also we have covered 2 chapters. Chapter number 1, introduction of statistics in economics, and also chapter number 2, that is collection of data. So as a whole, 4 chapters have been covered by us till date. 2 from microeconomics and 2 from statistics in economics, right? So let me tell you one thing before we start further syllabus. CBSE is planning to reduce your syllabus for the exams, upcoming exams this year. Maybe almost 1/3 of the syllabus will be reduced. But CBSE is not saying that the whole chapter would be reduced. according to the guidelines of CBSE, the whole chapter will not be reduced. Instead, some of the topics which are less important in a chapter may get reduced, and that information will be given by CBSE very soon. Maybe even before your exams, before your result, it may be out. So you have to see that whatever topics we have covered, whatever chapters we have covered till now, like you have given May UT exam already, 15 marks MCQ, and on the basis you have given that for on these chapters you have given the creative writing also. Project also you people must have already prepared, or if you have not prepared, then prepare it soon, because anytime I can ask for the PDF of the project which was allotted by me, so it should be done at your end, right? So now we are going to start a new chapter of microeconomics. I hope you all have purchased the books now, because stationaries are open, market is open, and I told you to buy Sandeep Garg of microeconomics and TR Jain of statistics and economics. So I hope that every one of you have purchased Sandeep Garg. If you have not purchased, please try to purchase it soon. Side by side, I'm providing you the e-material also, but it would be good if you have book in your hand, so that you can just mark out the points, highlight the points, write down the other material in the books which is being given by me. So I think you should purchase it if you can now. Side by side, I will be sending you the e-material also. All right. So today we are starting with a new chapter of microeconomics, with a new chapter of microeconomics, which is unit number 1, that is introduction. That is introduction, which means first of all, if I tell you the weightage, of this chapter, the weightage in boards is 4 marks of this unit or this chapter. The weightage is of 4 marks. All right. So here I'm showing the PowerPoint presentation. I hope it's visible to everybody. Every one of you can see the PowerPoint presentation. Okay, I'm sharing it again. I think now it's visible to all. Okay. Fine. Okay, let me do full screen. Okay, so it's visible to all, right? First of all, this chapter, this unit is of 4 marks. Okay? And basic concepts that you have to do. Little basic concepts are there which we have already covered in statistics and economics also. Like the first point, as you can see on your screen, is scarcity. Same है जो हमने statistics में किया था. You all know that what is meant by scarcity. Scarcity is the limited availability of resources. Limited availability of resources means when we say that the resources are limitedly available in relation to demand for that, which means the demand is more in the economy, but in relation to demand, if I say that resources are less, this is the problem of scarcity. And we all know that this is the basic problem in every economy. This is the basic problem in every economy, that the resources are scarce in nature. No economy is there, कोई भी economy ऐसी नहीं है which have unlimited resources. Every economy has limited resources, limited means. That's why we say that we have to choose that how we have to use those limited resources in a best possible way, right? So if I say what is scarcity, then simply it comes out to be that scarcity is the fundamental economic problem. Now, what is fundamental economic problem? Fundamental economic problem means scarcity is ultimately the basic economic problem. Basic economic problem. Fundamental means basic, and it is basic economic problem. Because in every economy, there are limited resources, and all those limited resources in relation to demand, they are very less. And as a result, definitely I need to make its judicious use. So scarcity definition is clear to all. Scarcity means limited availability of resources in relation to demand for that. That when we say that the resources are very limitedly available in the economy, and if we say the demand for that those resources is very high, in that case we'll say that economy is having scarce means of resources. The next concept comes out to be choice. The next question is choice. Now if I talk about choice you mean already, I mean you all know that choice means everything which we desire. Yeah, right, everything. For example, choice, I want to have I want to have, suppose so many products, but I have already only rupees 1000 with me, and from that 1000 rupee I want to buy chocolates also, I want to buy my books also, some stationery items also, I would like to spend on clothes also, I also want to buy suppose I want to do the mobile phone recharge. So there may be unlimited wants, that I want to have this also, I want to have this also, I want to have this also. But in relation to my unlimited wants, my resources are very limited, only rupees 1000. Then don't you think, when you know that you have only 1000 rupee and you have unlimited, you have unlimited resources, sorry, unlimited wants, so you need to make a choice. Definitely you need to make a choice कि कौन सा सामान पहले खरीदना है, कौन सा बाद में खरीदना है. And how will you make a choice? Kindly write in the chat box how you would be able to make a choice from that thing. Suppose if I want to make a choice because I have only 1000 rupees with me and I want to buy certain commodities, definitely I have to make a choice that which commodity I need to buy first. How would I select that which commodity I should buy first and which I can postpone? How would you select? Tell me, write in the chat box, please. Okay, Ankita, Nilima, Harshita, Himanshu, everyone has given the correct answer. Ambika also. Basic necessities. Vishali also. Because the necessities which I want, Khushi also. The commodity which is important for me, which is basic necessity for me, which I feel that this is the basic necessity and I can't forego this commodity at this stage. Because if I would not be buying sugar, if I would not be buying, suppose any other thing which is necessity, for example, you know, गर्मी के सीजन में तो फैन भी necessity है, गर्मी के सीजन में तो फैन भी necessity है. तो definitely I would see which is necessity at this time, at this stage, and which is not. Right? The thing which is necessity, definitely I would be buying it first. And the thing which is not the necessity, which I can postpone, definitely I will postpone that product, or I will postpone the use of that product at that particular stage. So tell me, मैंने क्या किया? मैंने choice किया. I made a choice. Yes, I made a choice. क्यों बनाया मैंने choice? Because every individual and society desire to have many commodities, but we can't have many commodities. Can you tell me why we can't have all commodities with us? Please write in the chat box why we can't have all commodities with us. Why we need to make a choice? Then again you will come to know about this point. Because the resources are scarce in nature. Yes, everybody is giving the correct answer. Harshita, Nilima, Dhruv, Vishali, Ankita, Himanshu. Everybody is giving the correct answer because the resources are scarce in nature. Khushi also. Resources scarce ना होते तो problem ही ना होती. Now don't you think that scarcity of resources is actually the root cause, is the basic problem of every situation in the economy? If any problem will arise in the economy na, the root cause will be the scarcity of resource. वो 1000 रुपए जो मेरे पास हैं, या मैं ये कहूं कि वो सिर्फ 1000 रुपए, that only 1000 rupees which I have with me is the root cause of every problem. Yes, it is the root cause of every problem. The only 1000 rupees. If I would have the money, as much as the money which I want to spend, चाहे वो मुझे 10,000 की जरूरत हो तो मेरे पास 10,000 अवेलेबल है. 1 लाख स्पेंड करना है, आई हैव अवेलेबल 1 लाख विद मी अवेलेबल. अगर मुझे सपोज 1 करोड़ स्पेंड करना है, आई हैव रुपीज 1 करोड़ अवेलेबल विद मी. then there would not be any choice problem. Will there be any choice problem if the resources are not scarce, if the resources are available in abundance? Do you think then you have to make a choice, अरे मैं ये खरीदूं या वो खरीदूं? अगर मेरे पास पैसे बहुत ज्यादा हैं तो कभी भी नहीं होगी प्रॉब्लम. नेवर एवर. बिकॉज यू हैव ऑलरेडी the money with you, so there won't be any scarcity problem, there won't be any choice problem. So हमेशा ध्यान रखना है, the scarcity is the root cause of every problem, and due to the scarcity only the problem of choice arises. Due to the scarcity only the problem of choice arises. Now let's come to the next point, opportunity cost. Opportunity cost. See, Delhi government made Delhi Metro in year 2001. Almost many thousand crores rupees were spent by the government on making the Delhi Metro in Delhi or maybe any other metropolitan city. अगर गवर्नमेंट वो पैसा वहां ना खर्च करती तो शायद वो पैसा गवर्नमेंट किसी और प्रोजेक्ट में इन्वेस्ट करती. ध्यान से सुनना. If government would not have spent that money there, maybe the government have spent the money, maybe the government has spent the money somewhere else. तो शायद somewhere else में इन्वेस्ट करके गवर्नमेंट कुछ और दूसरा पैसा कमाती, अर्न करती. जो मेट्रो में अर्न कर रहे हैं that is different. But if I have invested my money in some other project than metro, then definitely I would have earned some other money. तो जितना मनी मैंने लूज कर दिया because of investing my money in metro, that is known as opportunity cost. That is known as opportunity cost, which means opportunity cost is the second best alternative foregone for a chosen option. I have 3 options with me. ध्यान से सुनिएगा. I have 3 options with me. Let me tell you with the text box. I have 3 available options with me. क्या है option? The first option is to work as a teacher and earn rupees, suppose 80,000 per month. This is my first option. available to me. ठीक. My second option available to me is to work as a doctor in future, and earn rupees 1,20,000 per month. And also I have the third option, to be a businessman and earn rupees, suppose 60,000 per month. Please ध्यान से देखना इसे. 3 options are there available with you. The first option is to work as a teacher and earn rupees 80,000 per month. The second option is to work as a doctor and earn rupees 1,20,000 per month. And the third option is to be a businessman and earn rupees 60,000 per month. Please don't mind कि मैंने businessman की income कम रखी है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. It's an imaginary figure. I know businessman सबसे ज़्यादा earn करता है. So these are the imaginary figures just to explain you the concept of opportunity cost. Now my point arises, if you go for the first option, to work as a teacher, because if my passion is being a teacher, which is actually my passion is being a teacher, I had an option. जब मैंने 10th क्रॉस किया, 10th पास किया, तो मेरी मदर ने मुझे कहा you should take science, और साइंस लेके you should be a doctor, क्योंकि मुझे एक्सपेरिमेंट्स करना भी बहुत पसंद था. I loved experiments. तो मुझे लगता था कि हाँ मुझे किसी का ऑपरेशन करना है. कभी कभी जैसे होता था ना, बचपन में डॉक्टर खेलते थे, तो मेरी मदर ने कहा तू डॉक्टर बहुत सीरियसली खेलता है, तुझे डॉक्टर बनना चाहिए. मुझे भी लगा चलो डॉक्टर बनना चाहिए. तो उन्होंने कहा यू शुड टेक साइंस, बट मुझे लगा नहीं, मुझे डॉक्टर नहीं बनना. साइंस भी ले लूं, बनूंगा मैं टीचर, बिकॉज मुझे पढ़ाना बहुत अच्छा लगता है. आई रियली लव गिविंग नॉलेज टू अदर्स. इवन इफ आई गो फॉर साइंस, आई वुड बी अ साइंस टीचर. तो मुझे लगा नहीं, साइंस में जाके साइंस टीचर नहीं बनना, टीचर बनना है तो कॉमर्स में जाके बनना है. बिकॉज जब मैंने अकाउंट्स और इकोनॉमिक्स ये सब देखा, आई रियली लाइक्ड ऑल दीज सब्जेक्ट्स. So I thought I should take commerce, and being a commerce, I'll be a commerce teacher. So because teaching is my passion, I opt for first option, to work as a teacher and earn rupees 80,000 per month. See, this is just the imaginary figure, huh? 80,000, I'm not earning that much. So this is just the imaginary figure, just for your reference. So I selected the first option, to work as a teacher and earn rupees 80,000 per month. Now tell me what is my opportunity cost. मैं आप लोगों से पूछ रहा हूं पहले. I will explain later. I am asking from you people. Tell me what is my opportunity cost of this. What is my opportunity cost of this? Harshita replied doctor. Khushi replied doctor. Himanshu replied 1 lakh. Himanshu 1 lakh? 1 lakh क्या है? Yatin replied doctor. Daksh doctor. Himanshu doctor. Okay. Samay doctor. Nilima doctor. Ronak doctor. Vaishali doctor. Very good. सीख गए आप लोग. Very good. Because opportunity cost is the cost of next best alternative foregone. Best alternative. मैंने एक ऑप्शन सिलेक्ट किया, तो मैंने जो दूसरा बेस्ट ऑप्शन फॉरगो कर दिया, दैट इज माय अपॉर्चुनिटी कॉस्ट. अगर मैंने 80,000 लिया है तो डेफिनेटली मैंने फॉरगो कर दिया. कितना? I forgot 1,20,000. That is my opportunity cost of being a teacher. All right. Now tell me, if I opt for second option, if I go for the doctor, that I would work as a doctor, तब बताइए मुझे. If I work as a doctor, then tell me, what is my opportunity cost? Ambika replied teacher. Okay. Yatin teacher, very good. Ankita teacher, Samay teacher, Ansh, very good. सीख गए आप लोग concept. जो concept मुझे आपको देना था, you have learnt. because opportunity cost is the cost of next best alternative. अगर मैं डॉक्टर पे गया हूं तो मैंने next best क्या छोड़ा, 80,000 छोड़ा 120 की जगह. यानी कि being a doctor, the teacher is your opportunity cost. Being a teacher is your opportunity cost. All right. And my last option, if I go for the third, being a businessman and I earn 60,000 per month, definitely doctor salary would be an opportunity cost. I hope I'm clear with my words. So हमेशा ध्यान रखना, opportunity cost is the cost of next best alternative foregone. यानी कि the opportunity cost is if you go for one concept, then the other one opportunity which you have lost, that is the opportunity cost of going to be a teacher or doctor or businessman, whatever you wish for. I hope I'm clear with this, all of you. These three basic concepts are clear to all. Okay, fine, good. Now moving further. Next slide. Meaning of economics, which I told you in statistics also when we did that. मैंने उसमें भी आपको ये already बताया था. So meaning of economics, this we already know that what is economics, because in the statistics also I told you. If I say what is economics, then economics is concerned with the study of economic problems. Economics is actually concerned with study of economic problem. And do I need to tell you what is economic problem now? Do I need to tell you what is economic problem now? Because you all must have now got it that what is economic problem, because in the first slide I told you the economic problem only. Choice, problem of choice. Why do that problem of choice arises? If a question comes, why do the problem of choice arises? Why do the problem of choice arises? Then we simply know the problem of choice arises because we have scarce resources, limited resources. We don't have unlimited resources with us. So we have simply limited resources. And because we have simply limited resources, we have the economic problem, right? And why only with the limited resources we have an economic problem or problem of choice? Because out of those limited resource, we have to select for our unlimited wants. क्योंकि हमारे पास हमारी wants तो बहुत ही unlimited है, होती है ना, हमारी wants तो बहुत ज़्यादा unlimited होती है. So definitely I need to see that कि मेरी wants इतनी सारी unlimited हैं तो उनको मैं कैसे ठीक करूं. So ultimately, when we say what is economics, economics is the study of economic problem, and that economic problem arises. We all know why that economic problem arises. The economic problem arises because of unlimited wants, because of unlimited human wants, and the resources in relation to that are always limited or scarce. So definitely we need to make a choice. So economics is very clear. Simple. If definition of economics comes out, economics is simply concerned with the study of economic problem. And we all know that economic problem is problem of making choice. And why do that problem arises? Because resources are scarce in nature and human wants are unlimited in nature. So definitely we need to see that which wants we can fulfill at this stage and which wants we can postpone. So for that we need to see that this is all economics. Secondly, economics focuses on the rational management of scarce resources in order to maximize economic welfare. Economics is always a thing where we see that we should make a judicious use of resources. इस लाइन को आप सिंपल भी लिख सकते हैं, इकोनॉमिक्स इज अबाउट मेकिंग judicious use of resources. Because we have resources with us, then definitely we need to make it judiciously, right? So economics matlab ye hai ki if you have 1000 rupees and you know that you have many unlimited wants, you have unlimited wants to spend 1000 rupees on that, and also you know that 1000 rupees can be spent on various things. So judiciously you need to make a choice that what you have to do, what you have to do. That is termed as economics. I hope the meaning of economics is clear to everybody. Is it clear to all that what is economics? What is economics all about? Where we simply say that economics is about making choices. Economics is about the study of economic problem, that is problem of choice, and this problem arises because of various reasons. The reasons like scarcity of resource, the reasons like limited availability of resources, and the reasons like unlimited human wants, due to which we have to make a choice that which want I would like to fulfill at this stage and which want I can postpone. And also economics is about making the judicious use of resources, that how optimally you use your resources in a best possible way, that they do not lead to the wastage, and also you get the maximum output done from them. I hope I'm clear with the two slides today, as we have started introduction chapter 1 unit 1 of microeconomics, and we have covered two different questions today, the previous slide and also the current slide. So I think it's time to be is going to be over in 1 minute. So I think this is clear with everybody. Please do revise all these two slides, all these two questions. Kindly write down the questions which we have covered. First question, what do you mean by economics? Simple. What do you mean by economics? And the second question is simple. Second question is very simple as well, as which was the previous question. What is economic problem? And what is the meaning of scarcity? What is economic problem? And what is the meaning of scarcity? Okay, students. So I'll continue with the next topic on the next slide tomorrow. Till then, do revise all these questions and write its answers in the notebook. Soon I will be giving you its assignment also, so that you can start solving the assignment. Good luck. Good day.